Hey, so actually about ready to go on an appointment this evening. So I don't usually go on nighttime appointments that much anymore. It's really weird. I used to just go all the time on nighttime appointments. Anyway, third party action over. It just seems like something a lot of people have a lot of questions about. Let me make it really simple for you, and let me scare you a little bit too at the same time, but then I'll give you the relief because it's really easy to take care of. So here's the deal. You're a contractor or a subcontractor, and you get a job and you go on a job site and you sign an indemnity and a hold harmless agreement, and one of your employees is injured on the job site. And between you and your employee, it's workman's comp, right? They turn in workman's comp, whatever's going to happen, whether it's litigated or not, it doesn't really matter to you as the employer. It does because it increases your cost of the workman's comp later, but it's taken care of, right? But what if that employee now brings a first party liability claim against, if you're a subcontractor, the prime contractor or the owner of the property, or anyone else involved in there? What happens? They can do that. They can bring, they say it was an unsafe workplace. The general contractor, your prime contractor, didn't do something right. Someone else didn't do something right. The owner didn't do something right. And now they're going to sue them. Which is their right to do, especially if they're really hurt. Usually when we're talking about this kind of thing, we're talking about someone that's actually really been hurt. I have one client that I can think of offhand, iron worker, and that's a lot of heavy metal. Something goes wrong, it goes terribly wrong, and people get really hurt. And so you will see the employee, yeah, it's workman's comp, but if someone did something else or they think that there may be some lawsuits coming back, well, if you signed an indemnity agreement, that could flip back on your general liability insurance. Here's the thing: most general liability insurance, as you know, excludes liability to employees, and I'm going to say of every kind. It could be temporary employees. That's an issue if you hire temps. It could be people that you're calling, and there's no such thing as this, but I'm going to use the word 1099 employees. And believe me, there is no such thing as that, but you hear it all the time. If the word employee is included, it's W-2. But some people will pay people as, oh, they're subcontractors, but they don't really qualify as a subcontractor. So because they don't have a license, they don't have their own insurance, and there's requirements to really qualify for that. Just so you know, we'll help you out understand that a little bit too. We're not attorneys, we don't charge anything, but we have lots of resources that we can give you to, and a lot of this we will refer you to an attorney to speak with because they're your best source to get this right. But here's the deal: if you're signing these indemnity agreements where you're agreeing to hold harmless and indemnify a prime contractor or a business owner or the owner of the property, and your employee sues them, that can flip right back on your general liability insurance. And usually these are not small deals. These are not $50,000 or $100,000 deals. These are when someone's really hurt. So you could be looking at multi-million dollar. Someone loses a leg or an arm, or even worse, their life. These can be real. I've been doing this for a long time, so it's all happened. I mean, everything horrific you can imagine has happened at one time or another, sadly. That being said, though, if you get the right policy, so it's really important that your policy includes coverage for what's called action over or third party action over claims. Just something to think about. If you're not sure, please give me a call. I'm Grant Davis here at GDI. We can help you out. We could read your agreements. We could read your policies. And if we can't read the policy and figure it out, we have people we pay to do that for us too. But we'll help you out. But it's really, really important. I can't stress how important that is. Matter of fact, this evening in the appointment I'm going on, it's a construction appointment. And I don't think they have it exactly right. So that'll be one of the things that I'll be emphasizing. And here's the good news. Here's the great news. It doesn't cost any more. A lot of people, oh, it's gonna charge me more for this. It just doesn't cost any more. It just means that out of the 50 companies that would write your account, we might be limited to 5 or 10 that are going to write your account and include the right coverage for the contracts you sign. That's why we always ask to see, hey, let's see some of the contracts you're signing to make sure that we get everything just right. That would be one of the points we would want to make sure is just right for you. So, and it doesn't cost any more because it's so competitive. We shop and we talk and we help with risk mitigation and we help lower your risk, and it all comes together. It's just people helping people, and this is what we help with. Hope to hear from you. Give me a call at GDI Insurance. Send me an email. This might have a link or something. You could just say, hey, give me more information. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. We're going to go ahead and put a link here. We're going to have a free report. So you just put, and I won't bother you, I promise. That's one thing I don't do is I don't call people. So I don't call you up and say, oh, gee, you got our report now. Let's try to sell you insurance. Hey, you know what we do. You see if we're good at it or not at it. Call me if you need help. We're happy to help. That's how we get our clients, is just being helpful. I'm going to put a link here somewhere where you can order. Just look around, probably to the side, I think is where they're putting them now. And they'll ask for your name and your email address, yes, and your company name. But the reason they're going to ask for the email address, we won't even mark it to you. All that's going to happen is we're going to email it right to you. You're going to ask for it. We're going to just email you this report on Action Over and third-party Action Over. The one I'm thinking of is a good-sized report. There's a summary that starts off, but it can go 40 pages. So we'll email that to you, and that'll help you understand this. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye-bye.